Today's recipe? Chocolatey cookies that are crisp on the outside and chewy and soft on the inside, made with rolled oats and dairy milk. A recipe that your kids will especially love. Let's make it together. I bought this big pack of dairy milk, the 110 gram one, but we are going to use only half for this recipe. We are going to start by chopping the dairy milk into small pieces. I'm going to chop this really fast because my son is playing in the other room, and if he sees what I'm doing, most of this is going to go in his mouth and not my recipe. Let me finish quick and hide this. Okay, done. Next, into your food processor jar goes 2 cups of rolled oats or instant oats, 2 tablespoons of corn starch. In India, you would call it corn flour. Half a cup of white granulated sugar. You can also use 1/4 cup if you want it less sweet. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder. Half a teaspoon of salt. 2 tablespoons of good quality cocoa powder. This is a chocolatey recipe. There's cocoa powder too. 1/4 teaspoon of instant coffee. I like to crush it and add it in. A little bit of coffee accentuates the taste of chocolate. We want to grind this till it turns into a nice smooth powder. It shouldn't take more than 15-20 seconds. Hey, if you want more exciting recipes like this, do subscribe to my channel. Wait for a couple of seconds before opening the lid after the grinder stops. If not, you'll have a powder facial like I did. Okay, looks good. Next, we'll add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract and 4 tablespoons of melted butter. You can substitute with cooking oil if you wish, but hard to beat the taste of butter, right? Let's mix this and see if the dough starts to come together. It's starting to look a little oily and a little moist, but we do need some more wet ingredients. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of milk. You can also add any dairy-free milk substitute or water too. That should work as well. It's starting to hold its shape, but we need a tad bit more milk. So 2 more tablespoons and we should be fine. A little tip for you. If you prefer softer cookies than crisper ones, you can substitute white granulated sugar with brown sugar. This looks like the perfect consistency. The dough is coming together and holding its shape perfectly. Now let me quickly get out the very last ingredient out of its hiding place and add that in. Just a couple of pulses to incorporate the chocolate pieces. We don't want to crush it completely. And now it's time to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. I'm using this 2 tablespoon measure to make cookie dough balls. We are aiming for approximately similar sized cookies so that they bake evenly. These are super easy to shape into balls. There. Place these on a sheet pan lined with parchment paper or wax paper. Make sure to leave a little gap in between the cookie dough balls so they have room to expand when they bake. I'm also using a greased fork to press it down a little because I like my cookies a little flat. When I press it down, it forms these little cracks that turn out nice and crisp. I like it that way, but you don't have to do it. I'm placing half a cashew nut on top just to make it look fancy. Why not, right? If your preheated oven is ready, time to bake the cookies. Let the cookies bake for the first 15 to 18 minutes and don't open the oven door. Now it's been 18 minutes, so it's time to bring out the sheet pan. And let me explain how you know when the cookies are done. The surface of the cookie should feel slightly firm and crisp, but when you press down, the cookie should still feel soft. Especially the center of the cookie and the back of the cookie should still remain soft. I'm telling you from experience that when these cookies cool down, it's going to get a lot more crisp outside. So don't bake it too long, if not you'll end up with rock hard cookies. And all done, my kids are ready to have their evening snack with 1 glass of milk and one of these healthy oat cookies that's crisp on the outside and still soft and chewy on the inside, just the way we love it. And let me stop talking now because it's my turn to dip a cookie in milk and enjoy. So that's all for today, my friends, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Do subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I post exciting recipes every week. And don't forget to press that notification bell so the next recipe comes straight to you. If you prefer some other social media site, you can find me there too. If you're looking for written instructions to my recipes, you can always visit my blog. All the links are in the description. Alright then, bye-bye.